Assalamu alaikum dear students. In the last lecture you have learned what is standard deviation and how to calculate standard deviation in case of different series, whether it is individual series, discrete series or continuous series. Now our topic is, as you know, is the coefficient of standard deviation. Coefficient of standard deviation. Coefficient of standard deviation, as you know, is the relative measure of this dispersion. Coefficient of standard deviation, the formula for calculating coefficient of standard deviation is standard deviation divided by x bar. So simply we can see, if we have to calculate the coefficient of standard deviation, we have to simply calculate first standard deviation. Whether the series is individual or discrete, you know how to calculate the standard deviation, and you also know how to calculate this mean, as you have also learned the mean, how to calculate mean in case of individual, discrete and continuous series. So this is the formula for calculating coefficient of standard deviation. And again, the next topic regarding the standard deviation is, which is called coefficient of variance, coefficient of variation, coefficient of variation. Coefficient of variation, the concept of coefficient of variation was given by Professor Carl Pearson. This coefficient of variation is the relative measure, simply we can say, and it shows us the variation of standard deviation with mean in terms of percentage. So simply we can say coefficient of variation is equal to the formula for calculating coefficient of standard deviation. This variation is this standard deviation divided by x bar multiplied by 100. So simply we can say, if we multiply this 100 to this coefficient of standard deviation, what we get? We get coefficient of variation. So as you know how to calculate this standard deviation and how to calculate this mean, and you simply multiply this with 100 and you will get coefficient of variation. And again, the other topic which is regarding this standard deviation is, which is called variance. Variance is simply the square of the standard deviation. So variance is the square of the standard deviation. So simply we can say variance is the square of standard deviation. So what is the formula for calculating standard deviation? We have to square that, we will get this variance. So more simply we can say, if for example, if in case of individual series, standard deviation is equal to, in case of individual series, the formula for calculating standard deviation is under root summation of dx square divided by n. So this is the formula for calculating standard deviation in case of individual series. So according to formula, variance is the standard square of standard deviation. So standard deviation square gives us variance. So simply we can say, if we apply the formula of this standard deviation, this is some summation of dx square. So divide by n is the formula for calculating standard deviation, and we will raise this square to this. So this is simply variance. So variance is the standard deviation, the square of the standard deviation. So this is the formula, which is simply we can say equal to standard deviation. If we cancel the root and the square and root gets cancelled. So what is the formula for calculating variance? So the formula for calculating variance under this individual series comes summation of dx square divided by n. So this is the formula for calculating standard this variance in case of individual series. Likewise, in case of discrete series, it is summation of f dx square divided by n, and in case of this continuous series, it is summation of f dx square divided by n. As you know, whether you apply the direct method or you apply the shortcut method or you apply the step deviation method, what you have to do, simply you have to cancel the root and square. When you cancel the root and square, you will get this variance. And again, if we this is variance, so simply we can say we reach to the conclusion that if standard variance is equal to standard deviation square of standard deviation. So if variance is equal to standard deviation square, so simply we can say standard deviation is equal to then under root variance. So under root variance gives us the standard deviation. This is the formula for calculating standard deviation. through variance, or this is the variance. Variance is a standard deviation square. Thank you very much.